Ladies and gentlemen, here is what I know. The average person makes 6 excuses per day. Now, according to my calculations, that's little over 2,000 excuses per year. And why do you think that is? It's because we are stuck. You are stuck. You're stuck. And it's okay to be stuck. The important thing is that you don't stay stuck. You see, the average person, we all tell ourselves three simple things when it comes to excuses. Number one is that you don't have enough time to do the things that you need to do because we're so busy. You don't have time to take 20 minutes to watch a webinar. You don't have time to go to the library, or you don't have time to read a book. If you don't have time to start a business plan because we are so busy. But that's just an excuse. You see, the second excuse is that we tell ourselves we don't have enough money. You don't have enough money to buy the things that you need to buy to start your business. Or you don't have enough money to invest in yourself, to educate yourself, or to start your business. You don't have enough money, enough time. And then that favorite excuse that we have, I don't know how, or you don't know who to call. You don't know how, or you don't know who to call. And so you tell yourself that, why bother? Why bother? Because you just don't have enough time. You're not going to vote to that. You don't have time to devote to it. I'm here today to tell you to invest in yourself. Love yourself enough to invest in yourself, the time, the resources, and the connections, so that you can remove excuses, so that you can live the life that you deserve. Because that's what's preventing you from moving forward. It's all of these excuses that you come up with. You see, I'm not just telling you this to tell you that, because I've gone through this myself. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I worked in corporate America for over 20 years. And I thought that I was going to retire with 30 years of service and sit back and relax. But life has a way of changing things. And so that changed for me. And so that meant that I had to take care of my health. So I took early retirement and started my own business. Yes, I had excuses because I was thinking, I don't know how, I don't have enough money, and when am I going to have the time? So I couldn't say I didn't have the time because I was no longer working. I was healing. So I had extra time to focus on me, focus on the things that I wanted for my business. So yes, I can tell you that because I am proof that excuses can prevent you from living the life that you deserve. But once you remove them, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So today what I want to focus on with you is a 5-step formula for removing excuses, removing mental blocks that are preventing you from living the life that you deserve, because we all deserve what is in store for us. You just have to reach out and grab it. So don't let fear hold you back from living that life. Don't let excuses hold you back from living that life. Because see, the first thing when you make an excuse is that you're doing it because it's all out of fear. There are 3 fears. This is the phase of 3s. There's 3 fears that get in our way sometimes. That first is that fear of failure. We all want to be successful. And so when we think about that fear holding us back, then we decide that, maybe I'm not going to move forward. But that fear of failure prevents you from doing it. Then you have the fear of rejection. Everybody wants to be accepted. And so you don't want to start a business because you're thinking that, well, if I decide I want to be a coach, maybe that person doesn't want me as their coach. But you have to remember this. Every coach is not for every person. And so whatever business you decide to do, or whatever, promotion you decide to go for, or whatever idea that you come up with, whether that's you want to lose 25 pounds in the next 6 to 8 months, if you stop making excuses for not doing the things you need to do. It will happen. So we're going to focus on that today to make sure that you are ready to get things moving. But the first step in order to move forward in this 5-step formula is to have the right mindset. See, a positive mindset can get you so further than a negative mindset or not so positive mindset. So we need to change the way that we think about things. Think more positively. Change your mindset. Now, it's not as easy as it may sound because you have been taught for so long to do things a certain way. You've been taught for so long about budgeting or about finances or about education or about whatever it is. It's hard to switch that switch. It's hard to do that because you've been doing it that way for so long. So you have to remember, when you keep doing the same things you've always done, you're going to get those same results. So if you want to have a positive mindset, you've got to switch the way that you do things. You got to think differently, connect with different individuals, and it will happen. Step number 2 is all about setting goals for yourself. Now, it may sound a little cliche, but trust me, if you don't write things down, post them so you can see them, it will not happen. I just had a vision board party a couple of weeks ago, and you would be surprised. People that have done it before, maybe years ago, and they decided, well, I need to, sharpen my saw, because you have to do that when you're in business for yourself, or if you want to start a business. You have to always be prepared to plan and to have your goals. So create your goals for yourself. I would say start off with no more than 3, because you want to make sure that you can achieve those 3 goals. Don't set say you're going to have 5 or 10 goals, because, realistically, will you make that happen? Probably not. So start with something small. Start with 3 goals, just 3. Write them down. While you're listening to me, you can just write them down really quickly to make sure that you stay on point with yourself. Hold yourself accountable. When you're creating these goals, you want to make sure that they're very important to you, and you have a why behind that. You see, when I started my real estate business, I started because my why was to make sure that my daughter could go to college, not have to worry about funding. And who knew, she's a great softball player, so she ended up getting a softball scholarship. But I had a plan in place. And that's what I want for you to do, is to create a plan so that you can stay ready and not have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Step number 3, even though you create a plan, doesn't mean it's going to happen automatically. So you have to be consistent, committed, and dedicated to that plan. You have to stay on it. You have to work that plan. Just writing a plan is not going to work. You have to work it. Keep that vision board or whatever that is for you, that so you can see your goals and objectives. Keep it so that you can see it. Check it off the list. You want to make sure that you can achieve those goals so that you can be successful. See, it's easy to write a goal on a piece of paper and say, yeah, I'm going to do this. But trust me, it's not as easy when you just write it and you don't work it. So you have to work the goals for you. You got to work the goals for yourself. So as we move along to step 4, staying in step 3 around consistency, I want you to think about this. When you're consistent, things will happen. So if you plant a flower and you just start with the seed, you're going to water it. You're going to remove the weeds from it so that it'll be healthy and strong and provide some sunlight so it will grow. But if you plant that seed and you don't water it, you don't nurture it, you don't remove the weeds, do you think that seed will grow? Probably not. So your seeds are just like your goals, your dreams. You have to take care of it. You have to nurture it. You have to work it every single day to make sure that you are successful. Work it every single day. So I know that you can do that. So step number 4 is to stimulate the mindset. So now we've got a positive mindset. Let's stimulate that mindset. Let's get it working. And so when you want to stimulate your mindset, the first thing you want to do is to become uncomfortable being uncomfortable. Get out of that comfort zone. Warm and cozy cozy. You need to get out of that. Because when you're comfortable in your comfort zone, you're not growing. And I want you all to grow and develop as you remove these excuses. So you have to get out of your comfort zone. Then you have to get into what I call the learning zone. You have to invest in yourself. You have to want to learn more about something differently. Because see, when I started real estate investing, I had to start going to real estate investing meetings. What a concept. I had to do that because I had to learn all that I could learn about the do's and don'ts of investing, if I needed money of my own or not. I had to do that because I wanted to create a life for my daughter through real estate investing. I call it mailbox money. I wanted to create that for her. So I couldn't have excuses preventing me from doing that. Yeah, it's late. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. I just got home from work. I don't feel like going to a meeting that's an hour away to learn about real estate investing. So I had to get out of that mindset, because if I had not done that, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. Those excuses would have prevented me from creating a rental portfolio that my daughter can have, and I can leave her as a legacy. So think about it that way. It's about creating a legacy for your family, living the life that you deserve and that your children deserve or your family deserve. So that's what you want to do. You want to be consistent. You want to be disciplined. You want to nurture that seed of growth so it can, grow up and flower and bloom and create the beauty in the world today. So I want to make sure that you focus on that. The next part of being consistent is to focus on the growth zone. Okay, so now you've created this beautiful plant or flower. It's growing. The seed is gorgeous. But now you need to continue to nurture it, because you're going to nurture yourself, because you don't have any more excuses, holding you back from living your best life. You want to grow. And in order to grow, you got to continue doing those things that you did before. Continue networking. Continue to say mantras to yourself in the morning when you get up and you're brushing your teeth. You want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. Be positive. Mindset is so powerful. And I know that you can do this. You can remove those excuses. You can eliminate those fears. You can have confidence in yourself and become competent in whatever it is that you want to pursue in life, so that you can live that life that you deserve, whatever that is for you. Or is it, losing that 20 pounds, or maybe it's applying for that next level promotion in your business. Whatever that is for you, you can do it. You just have to have the right mindset, be consistent. Now, as we move along to the step number 5, and this is one of my favorites, I call it creating your own blueprint for success. And so I'll ask you the question, what is your GPA for success? What is it for you? What is your grade point average for success? What I'll share with you is that I created mine that says BET. B is for bet on yourself. Bet on me. Bet on you. Bet on yourself. Believe in yourself. So B is for belief. Believe in yourself that you can do it. Yes, you've got this. You can make it work. E is for energy. Get excited about what's happening. Get excited about it, because think about it. If you're not excited about your business, you're not excited about growth, then no one else is excited about it. So if you want to be a coach and you're talking to a client, a potential client, about working with you, if you're not excited about the services that you can provide him or her, then they're probably not going to be excited. So then that allows you to come up with another excuse as to why you don't want to do it. But be excited about it. And T is for take action. A plan with no action is just a hope. So you have to plan by creating your goals and take action on them. Hold yourself accountable. Do whatever it is necessary to make sure that you can be successful. So I have my goals posted up in my office. I review them every month, and I make notations about things that I have not done. And here it is, the 2025 has already started, and I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I will catch up. I'm a little bit behind. So the last thing that I want to share with you is the most important, I believe. So what I want you to do is to get a piece of paper, have a pen if you don't already, and I want you to ask yourself 3 questions that are extremely important to removing excuses. Because see, we all tell ourselves, why we can't do anything. We have excuses, we have fears, we have doubt. But what false statement are you telling yourself? What's holding you back from moving forward? Is it excuses? Is it something else? So the first question I want you to ask yourself is, how is my life right now? Are you happy with the way things are? Is everything going your way? Are you getting the clients that you want to have? Are you losing that 1 pound a week and that's working for you? Are you preparing yourself for that next promotion and life is going really well and you're feeling excited about it? How is your life right now? Think about that. Takes a few moments to write that down, whether it's now or it's later. But how is your life right now? The second question I want you to ask yourself is, how do you want your life to be? What are your hopes? What are your dreams? What are your goals? Where do you want to be in the next 5, 10 years? How do you want your life to be? Because you need to start thinking about that. Removing excuses, eliminating fears, yeah, that's great. But if you don't know how you want your life to be, will that be useful to you? The third and final question I want you to ask yourself, write it down and answer it, is, what are you willing to give up to get there? Because see, there's a cost for everything. There's a cost to start a business. There's a cost to losing weight. There's a cost to getting a promotion. There's a cost to get education. There's a cost for everything. What are you willing to give up to get to where you want to be? You see, for me, when I started my real estate business, started my coaching business, started my training business, there was a cost. I had to devote more time to myself and educate myself on certain things that I wasn't familiar with. So the cost was I lost family time, but I needed to do that in order to get to where I wanted to be. So there's a cost for everything. A cost. What are you willing to give up to get there? Some of you may know that I am a mayor for the town that I live in here in the state of North Carolina, and there's a cost. There was a cost to run for that office. I won, yes, but there's a cost to do everything. And are you willing to pay the cost to do it? Whether it's financial or it's time or it's energy. Because most people don't realize when you get to a certain level of success, it's exhausting. So there's a cost there. But what are you willing to give up to get to where you want to be? Are you ready to bet on yourself? Are you ready to take charge of your life? Are you ready to remove excuses, eliminate fears, eliminate self-doubt, build that confidence? Are you willing and ready to live the life that you deserve? If you raise your hand and say, yes, I am ready to take charge of my life, remove all those barriers, remove those excuses, sign me up. If you're ready for that and you want to learn more, connect with me. Go to www.linda, L-I-N-D-A, Jordon, Jordon.com. Connect with me. Let's have a conversation about how I can help you live the life that you deserve by eliminating fears, removing excuses. We all deserve the best, and I want the best for you. Thank you.